So, so today's class we will discuss about interfacing ultrasonic with Arduino board. Okay. So the inbuilt function supported by ultrasonic. So we'll discuss what are all the functions which is inside the which is supported by the ultrasonic. Okay. So first and foremost thing, you just try to understand what is basics of ultrasonic. So where this particular sensor is used, right? So for any distance measurement, so we'll be using ultrasonic sensor. Okay, you want to measure between the range of 0 to 400 meters, right? So in that range, sorry, not 400 centimeters. Okay, in that range, so this will be around actually 400 centimeter, which comes around 4 meters. Okay, so that is the maximum range here. So the model number will be different in the market. So probably you can take any one of the ultrasonic sensor for the measurement of your object. Okay, so objects or vehicle, whatever. So most widely used ultrasonic sensor. And let us come to the feature of ultrasonic sensor. So it takes 5-volt supply and the operating frequency of the sensor is 40 kilohertz. So it generates a sound wave. Okay, it generates a sound wave because in this range, 40 kilohertz. So we say as a sound wave. Okay. Right. So there are different types of waves. We are looking into the sound wave, 40 kilohertz. And the maximum range we can measure the distance of the object is 4 meters approximately. And very importantly, this is the thing I would like to share. Right. So here we have transmission side and reception. So transmission side, it will generate a pulse. So this pulse will go to the target, hit on the target and return back to the receiver. Right. So what is the time taken? If the object is placed here, then probably the time taken you have to measure. Right. So this is the time taken. So that according to the time taken, we will be finding what is the distance. Okay. So to measure the distance, right? So that is we have to initially follow certain instruction like if you I told you different types of ultrasonic sensor in the market. So you have 4 pins ultrasonic, 3 pins ultrasonic. Just check out. See, in some of the pins, like we have trigger pin and echo pin as a single pin. In some of the ultrasonic, we'll be having two separate pins. Okay, fine. Whatever may be. So in trigger pulse, you have to generate 10 microseconds positive pulse. So here you have to, for example, it is a transmitter. Okay, this is a transmitter and this is a receiver. You have to generate initially 10 microseconds. Okay, if you generate this automatically, here there will be generation of the what we say as a stream of pulse. So this will be transferred. The stream of pulse will be transferred and it will be hit on the object within the 400 range. And then this receiver pulse, you have to make it high. Right. So high or low, it depends on the programmer. If it is a low, then after one certain duration, if it is this particular pulse, the pulse burst, what we say as a pulse burst, pulse stream, whatever may be. this pulse stream will hits on the receiver. So automatically this receiver pin will seems to get high. Okay, after certain duration, So this is the duration. What is the formula? Right, we are sending a pulse, it will hit the object and receive through the receiver. The simple concept. So this thing you have to, this one you have to program. Okay, this one you should program. Let us see that also. Let us see what is the formula. To measure in centimeter, the formula is, this is the time taken to transmit and receive, divided by 2, which takes the distance between the sensor and the object. Okay. If you divide it by 2, it will be the distance between sensor and the object. Probably we divide by 29, which is nothing but the speed of the sound, right? The speed of the sound. See, nothing but, so 1 divided by 2 into 29. If you do this, then you will be getting a value as 0.0172. So which you can see here to measure the distance in centimeter. Okay. So into, this is the time period, that is in microseconds. This is the time taken for the pulse to transmit and receive. We are using this function. Okay, that's it. So later on, you should not ask what is this 0.0172. So that's what I'm explaining initially. Okay? So how the sensor will measure distance of the object in centimeter. Okay, once you find out in centimeter, if you divide by 2.54, you will be getting in inches. Okay, that's fine. Let us have an interfacing. So you'll be having 5 volt, and then you'll be having a ground. And so this is the single pin which is going to be act as a trigger pin and also echo pin. Okay, if it is a 3-pin sensor, the single pin is going to act as a trigger pin and also echo pin. So initially the first step, what I told, the trigger pin has to be set to high and maintained for 10 microseconds. 10 microseconds, right? Okay, let us see this. So we can have a buzzer, depends on the condition. If the object is too close, you can have a beep sound. The object is too far away, you can off your buzzer. That is up to your condition, up to your applications. Okay, fine. Okay. So most importantly, I will explain. So one by one. Okay, we are taking some of the variable and assigning as a 0, that is inches and centimeter, cm. These are all variable. So I'm going to find out my distance of the object in centimeter and inches. So that's why I've taken two variable and initial value I assigned as a 0. Right. So I'm going to display my data in the serial monitor. So that's why I mentioned this particular function. Serial.begin 9600. So these are all going to be your for the serial monitor. Okay. This is what I say. This function, and this function is going to be mainly for monitoring the distance in serial monitor. Okay. I want to see my data in serial monitor. These are all the functions. So this function already we discussed. That is serial.begin for transferring the data in this baud rate 9600. And this is serial.print is nothing but, so what is the data in this variable that will be displayed, and what is double within the double quotes, whatever the content that will be displayed. Okay, right. Okay, let us have centimeter equal to 0.0127. I told you what is this. So which is nothing but 1 divided by 2 into 29. So that is, this is the speed of the light. This is the speed of the light. speed of, sorry, here the speed of the sound. And here 1/2 is nothing but the time taken for the pulse to transmit and receive back. That is divided by 2. Because we will be getting the answer in microsecond, the measurement here, you will be obtaining in microseconds. So that is the point. The exact formula is this one. The microseconds divided by 2 into 29. So that is what we have framed as centimeter equal to 0.01723 into this function. So in this function only, this is the user defined function. I'm using this particular function to measure the distance. Okay, to measure this particular distance. Let us see what is that one by one. Once you understand this portion, the rest everything is nothing. It's everything is based on your application. Fine. So I'm going to find out the distance now. Okay. So here I'm going to use a function, the read ultrasonic distance 7,7. So this function will call the subroutine with the same name, right? Okay. So here I'm going to return this value to my function. Okay. So long is the data type. So in this function, I'm going to receive 7, right? So I'm just receiving 7 to trigger pin, and once again 7 to trigger echo pin, right? Which tells you that, see, the 7th pin, I'm just interfaced with the trigger or echo pin. So both are same here. Trigger or echo pin. Okay. So as of now, so I'm just assigned a trigger pin and echo pin as a variable. I'm just configured that the 7th pin is going to be your trigger variable. 7th pin is going to be your trigger pin. Okay, simple variable. And echo pin is also going to be 7th pin. Okay. So what I told initially, in this particular pin, the trigger pin, I should make it 10 microsecond output. Okay. So here we are going to give 10 microsecond pulse so that through the transmitter, it will generate positive 10 pulse. Positive 10 microseconds pulse. Okay. Controller is going to control the ultrasonic by giving 10 microseconds here. So if you give 10 microseconds, automatically in the transmitter, this thing, it is going to send the burst, pulse burst. Okay. It is going to send the pulse burst here. It is going to send the pulse burst. So this pulse burst is going to hit the object and it is going to return back. Fine. So how to, here I'm just going to give 10 microseconds so that I want to make this particular pin as output pin. So what I can do, so pin mode, I just configuring the trigger pin, that is 7th pin I'm making as output. To that particular 7th pin, I'm just, initially I'm just having a low, I'm just putting low value, digital right, to that particular pin, that is 7th pin, I'm just making low now. Okay, now it is low. Now it is low. Now I'm going to generate, just have a small delay, fine. Now I'm going to generate 10 microsecond now. Okay, this is going to be thing. So now I'm going to generate 10 microsecond high. I'm just maintaining high, the 7th pin, high for 10 microseconds and then low for after 10 microseconds. Okay, this is for the generation, that is 10 microseconds delay. you have to do this. So once you do this, here the pulse burst is generated for the 10 microseconds. So this is transmitted for certain duration. It is generated, and this is transmitted through the transmit pin. Okay, fine. So now here through here I'm going to once again we are setting this the same, the trigger or echo pin is 7. I'm setting as an input pin. Okay, so input pin. So here now we are going to receive the pulse. Okay, after going and hitting back, so this will reflect here by providing high signal. So that after this duration, I'm just making the particular pin as input, 7th pin as input, and now I'm going to receive whether we are receiving a high pulse or not. Okay, high pulse or not here. So if it is high pulse, automatically here the 7th pin will set as high. That is what we are going to check here. What is this pulse in? Pulse is going to be the inbuilt function. Okay.
Even the dates
22. Thursday, next Thursday. Okay. வரட்டுங்களா கிளாஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு கிளாஸ் முடிச்சுட்டு வரட்டுங்களா okay. So here we have a inbuilt function. I have shared pulse in. So this is the function which is going to have some long int data. So that we are going to return to the function. Okay, fine. Here, what is the format of pulse in function? See, we have a syntax. So pulse in, the pin number is 7, that is echo pulse, echo pin, and this is the value. So what is this value? What is this variable tells you? See, it reads the pulse on a pin. That is 7th pin, it will read the pulse, whether it can be high or low. Fine. We are going to find it is going to be high. Okay. So that, for example, if value is high, we have to make it is high. Okay. The pulse in waits for the pin to go from low to high. Okay. So that is this is the status in the particular pin. It will read the exact distance value. Okay, that is exact time. Okay, see, the starts timing, then wait for the pin to go low and stops timing. Okay, that is, it returns the length of the pulse in microseconds. Okay, if it is not received the pulse, it returns 0 value. Okay, this is the important description you must understand. Okay, important description. See, I will go with the function now. See, here we are telling that if the 7th pin reaches high value, send the measured time. Okay, you are going to return this measured time here. Okay, so as per this function, it is going to give you the measured time here in microseconds. With these microseconds, and if you multiply this, you will be getting centimeter. That's it. So inches, centimeter divided by 2.54. Okay. This thing. Serial for you want to put all this data in serial monitor, and if centimeter equal to I can have a condition that as per the application, if as per the condition, that is centimeter is less than 200, You can digital write high to the particular 10th pin. The 10th pin I have connected to the buzzer, and else you put it low. That's it. Okay. So that's it. You can have the same algorithm. The sorry. So we'll go to Tinkercad. I will go to Tinkercad. Open new thing. Okay. So you can create a new design. I think I have already taken this. Okay. Okay. See, you can, the basics, you can type the buzzer. Already it is available. So you can click and drag it, and you can do the connection here. Okay, this is going to be your positive terminal and negative terminal. Negative terminal, you can ground it. And here, this is the ground, which you are going to ground it with the controller. This is the 5 volt, which you want to, the supply for the ultrasonic sensor. So this is going to be your trigger and echo pin. So both the pin we are using as a single one. So there is another model also, HR something type is there. You can use that also, no problem. Okay. See, already I have designed algorithm. Okay. So you can follow the same. So these everything will be available once you click and drag with the ultrasonic sensor. So you can find the same thing. You can add only the condition. Everything will be there. The first and foremost thing, you must understand what is this function. So what is happening inside the particular function? Okay. Okay. So if centimeter is less than 200, just digital write to the buzzer, so that buzzer will be set. Okay. So that's it. You can run the program. Okay. So click on the ultrasonic sensor. You can bring the object near to the ultrasonic. You can see the buzzer is sounding. Once the distance is more than 200 centimeter, there is uh, we are not setting the buzzer, so buzzer will not sound, right? Okay, so that's it. The first and foremost thing, as you must understand the algorithm, the step-by-step algorithm, what they are actually doing. Okay, the students will take the Arduino codes directly put into the software, and they will execute without understanding what is happening inside the algorithm. So even we are sending to the serial monitor, you can check in serial monitor what is the distance, exact distance. Okay, right now it is 200 above, so that's why buzzer is not setting the sound. If it is object is near to 200, to the serial monitor, the distance shows 94 centimeters. Okay, that's it. Today's class. So if If any doubt, we can discuss on the program, because you have to understand the program first of all. So any doubt in the program, you can discuss now. So most of the students will copy from the net all the codes and they will paste in the software. Fine, but you must understand what is happening inside the program.